Question 4, this is 5th year summer exam. A ranger in a forest can view 2 campsites from the top of a lookout tower which is 60 meters high. The angle of depression to campsite 1 is 37.3 degrees, while the angle of depression with campsite 2 is 18.4 degrees. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get those angles in properly. So we draw horizontal line across here, and the angle that we're told is this angle here. We're told to campsite 1 is 37.3 degrees. So this angle here is this angle just in here is 37.3 degrees. Okay? And this angle over here, the angle of depression with campsite 2, is 18.4 degrees. Now, this is a right angle here and here. So to move into our triangle, to be able to find this angle here, we have to take 37.3 away from 90. So to move into the triangle, so this is 90 minus 37.3, which gives you 52.7 degrees. And on this side, to move into this side of the triangle, because this is your right angle again with the tower, so this is 90 minus 18.4 degrees, which is 71.6 degrees. So now we have our 2 angles in the 2 triangles, and we know that these are right angle because the lookout tower is on flat ground or level ground, so it makes a right angle. So the first part of the question is asking you calculate the distance from the bottom of the tower to each of campsite A and campsite 2, campsite 1 and campsite 2. Okay, so these are just 2 right angle triangles, so I'm just going to draw them out over here. So this is the left triangle, and okay, it's my right angle. Okay, so this is here, and this is the angle that I'm after finding here, which is 52.7 degrees, and I know that the height of the tower is 60 meters, and this is what I'm looking for here. This is the distance from the base of the tower to the campsite. Okay, it's my question mark there, and it's my right angle. Now my other the triangle for the other tower, or for the other campsite. So once again, this is the right angle here on level ground, and the tower is 60 meters high. The angle that I found was 71.6 degrees, and I'm looking for from the base of the tower to campsite 2. So I'm looking from here to here. So this is my question mark again. Okay, so they're both right angle triangles. So very simply, we're going to use sine, cos, and tan. And so side across from the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Side across from the named angle is called the opposite, and the other side is the adjacent. So this is my hypotenuse. Side across from my named angle is my opposite, and this is my adjacent. So I want to find in both cases the opposite. Okay, so on the left hand triangle, I want to find the opposite, and I have the adjacent, so opposite and adjacent, so it's tan. So it's going to be the tan of 52.7 degrees is equal to my opposite, which I don't know, divided by my adjacent, which is 60. So 60 tan 52.7 degrees is equal to my opposite. So my opposite works out at 78.8 meters. Okay, so the distance from the base of the tower to campsite 1, or point A in the diagram, is 78.8 meters. So for the second triangle, or for campsite 2, we're looking for the opposite. We have the adjacent again. So in this case, it's the tan of 71.6 degrees is equal to my opposite, which I don't know, all over 60. So it's 60 tan 71.6 degrees is equal to my opposite, and my opposite works out to be 180.4 meters. Okay, so part B of the question is asking me to find the distance between campsite 1 and campsite 2. So it's the distance between 1 and 2, or the points on the diagram are A and C. Okay, so bearing in mind now that we know this length here, we know that this distance is 78.8 meters, and we know this distance here is 180.4 meters, and this is what I want to find, which is AC, or the distance between campsite campsite 1 and campsite 2. So this is a non-right angle triangle, and I know this angle is 121 degrees, so I'm going to use the cosine rule. Okay, so this length I don't know, so I'm just going to call it x. So x all to be squared is equal to 78.8 squared plus 180.4 squared minus twice 78.8 by 180.4 by the cosine. So this is all multiplied by the cosine of the angle 121 degrees. So x squared is equal to, when I square 78.8, I get 6,209.44, plus when I square 180.4, I get 32,544.16 minus, so I'm going to multiply 2 by 78.8 by 180.4 by the cosine of 121 degrees, and what I'm going to get is minus 14643.068. So x squared is equal to 6209.44 plus 32,544.16, and I'm just going to take care of my sign. A minus by minus is a plus, and it's plus 14,643.068. So x squared then, when I work that out, it's 55,396.668, and to find out what x is, or the distance between the campsite, is the square root of 55,396.668, which is working out to be 231.07, and to the nearest meter is 231 meters is the distance between the two campsites.